Hi, I'm Daigo from Ratings.com. Today we'll be doing a review of the Shokz OpenRun Pro Bone Conduction. We'll be evaluating them on our standardized test bench to see how it performs and if you should buy them. The Shokz OpenRun Pro are sporty bone conduction headphones. They produce vibrations, which travel along your cheekbones to your ears. This allows you to stay aware of your surroundings without turning off your favorite tunes. They are also the high-end version of the Shokz OpenRun, and they have two bass enhancers to help add a bit more warmth to your audio. The Shokz OpenRun Pro have a good build quality. They're mostly made of silicone-like material, and they have a sturdy neckband. They're also certified IP55 for dust and water resistance, so they can survive direct water contact. Since they hook around your ears and connect behind your head, they don't move around much, even if you're running or working out. However, if you have a small head, there's a lot of room between the band and your head. Unfortunately, unlike the Shokz OpenRun, these headphones don't come with the mini-sized with a shorter band. There are physical buttons on each side of the headphones. They're easy to use and provide clicky feedback. Some of the controls can be tricky to remember though. Many of the audio-related controls are done with a combination of presses on a single button. These headphones come with a great carrying case. It's lightweight and has a zipper to fully close it. It should protect them from drops and minor water damage. Now, let's take a look at the tests. We'll start with sound. Unlike most traditional headphones, the Shokz OpenRun Pro use vibrations to create sound. The transducers rest on your cheekbones and sound, in the form of vibration, travel along your bones and into your inner ear. Compared to the Shokz OpenRun, they also have two bass enhancers to help improve their bass reproduction. That said, due to their unique design, our testing rig can't accurately measure their performance. As a result, we'll present our subjective impressions alongside the results gathered from our testing rig to give you a better picture of how they sound. Our raw frequency response graph measures how accurately the headphones reproduce each frequency in terms of amplitude. To measure frequency response, we use 5 different measurements to account for different fits and positions across users. For headphones like the Shokz OpenRun Pro, these measurements are only done on our dummy head. That said, they're very prone to inconsistency in audio delivery due to the unique design. It's important to take the time to adjust their fit and positioning on your skin each time you use them. In comparison, the sound profile curve shows the differences between the measured frequency response and our target. This makes it easier to see characteristics like overemphasized bass or treble. This target is chosen based on research by Harman to be one that most people prefer. Due to their design, the Shokz lack a thumpy and punchy bass. Tracks from genres like EDM and hip-hop sound especially hollow. While musical genres feel light, their fairly neutral mids ensure that vocals and lead instruments are clear and present. This sound profile makes them well suited for podcasts or audiobooks, but genres such as folk or pop also sound natural. Overall, they don't sound like regular headphones. The experience is more like walking through a mall with its own ambient music playing. Audio is present, but it is not the main focus. While they aren't as customizable as other headphones on the market, they have 2 EQ presets built in to help you adjust their sound. While you're listening to audio at high volumes, there's a chance you may encounter unwanted distortion, which can affect the fidelity of your sound. However, the Shokz OpenRun Pro aren't meant to be used at high volume. They vibrate at max volume and it can become uncomfortable as they numb your cheekbones. The Shokz aren't meant to block out any background noise. Their bone conduction design does not cover your ear at all, allowing you to hear your surroundings without pausing your audio. This can be especially useful if you're running outdoors, as you can stay aware of cars or other people. That said, you may need to frequently adjust your volume when moving from one space to another, since there's no other way to compensate for ambient noise. If you like listening to audio at high volumes, you may not want others around you to hear it. Unfortunately, they leak a lot of audio at high volumes. If you're listening to audio in a quiet space, people are likely to hear it. They're not meant to use at high volumes though. Their transducers vibrate a lot and it can numb your cheekbones. The Shokz OpenRun Pro have an integrated mic. It has a decent recording quality. On a smartphone, your voice might not sound as clear and natural. It also lacks depth and body. Noise handling is how well the mic separates your voice from background noise. The mic has an always-on noise gate. This automatically cuts down ambient noise when you're not talking. You should be heard clearly if you're calling from a quiet space. However, the mic has a tougher time separating your voice from moderate ambient noise. If you're making a call from a busy street, your voice can be drowned out. The Shokz OpenRun Pro have a decent battery performance. They're advertised to last roughly 10 hours continuously, and we measured more than that. They also have a standby mode to help conserve battery life when you're not using them. They should last through marathons or workouts without any issue. However, battery life can vary depending on your usage. To replenish their battery, you'll need to use their proprietary charging cable. On the downside, if you lose or misplace it, you'll need to buy a new one from the manufacturer. These buds are compatible with the Shokz app on iOS and Android. It doesn't offer much in terms of customization though. There are two EQ presets, Standard, which is the default sound profile, and Vocal EQ, which improves voice clarity. The app also allows you to see battery life, control media playback and volume, switch the voice prompt language, and turn off and on multi-device pairing. The Shokz OpenRun Pro supports Bluetooth 5.1 that can also be paired with up to 2 devices, such as your smartphone and your PC at the same time. However, they don't support NFC pairing for a quick connection with NFC-enabled devices. If you like to stream video or game via Bluetooth, you'll want to take latency into account. It's a measure of delay, and high values can indicate that your audio and visuals will come out of sync. They have a low latency on iOS and Android devices, making them a solid choice for streaming videos. However, if you connect to your PC using SBC, which is the default Bluetooth codec, their latency is much higher. As a result, there can be a delay between your audio and visuals. Keep in mind that some apps and devices compensate for latency differently though. So this brings us to the main question. Should you buy these headphones? They're worthy to check out if you want to stay aware of your surroundings without turning off your audio or taking off your headphones. You may especially appreciate their design if you run outdoors or work in a collaborative office space. While they don't deliver the sound that many expect from a traditional headphone, their unique audio reproduction delivers background sound to match the rest of your everyday life. That said, most people may still prefer the base model over the Pro. The Shokz OpenRun offer a similar overall performance as the Pro, but at a lower price point. While they lack a couple of extra features like companion app and bass enhancers, they come in a mini size, which is good if you have a small head. They also have a higher IP67 rating for dust and water resistance. However, their carrying pouch isn't as durable as the Pro's hard case, and it won't protect them from water or fall damage. They have a hollower sound too, which can be a bit disappointing if you like bass-heavy music. If you don't like bone conduction headphones, but still want an open ear design, take a look at the Bose Sports Open Earbuds. These earbuds have a speaker that plays audio from the outside of your ear. Although they lack low bass, they have a bit of extra boom to help balance out their sound. However, their ear hooks are pretty bulky, and it can be difficult to use them while wearing glasses. These Sony LinkBuds are worth considering if you value more customizable open-ear headphones. Their companion app offers a graphic EQ plus presets to help you adjust their sound. They also have a virtual soundstage feature that can help create a more immersive audio experience. However, their bulky fit really depends on the shape of your ear, and they can fall out if you don't have a good fit.